On this episode, a Las Vegas woman spins 3 times to get a Guinness World Book record.
Hey, you know how much I love world records. It's too bad she's all bruised from the turns.
Yeah, what they say, one good turn deserves a bruise. No, that's not what goes on. But Scott gets more rain this week than I'm going to get all year.
Mm-hmm. And a message in a bottle gets to police. You know, get a message in a bottle. Message in a bottle.
No, it was the CHP rescue. Never mind.
Okay. Hey, Mom's Truth is a show just like ours.
Yeah, except we're not moms.
Or women.
Or as popular as they are.
Hey, but we are as funny.
Well, thank goodness for that. And you'll find out more about my Icemaker. See, if this was Mom's Truth, I would have said Moneymaker and I would have grabbed my crotch. Welcome to What Happened in the World Today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show and podcast.
And I'm Sadie. And I'm a guest star this time. That's right, star. I said star. That's right.
Star.
Forget it.
Star.
Right, Sadie? Here, get the salt off my face. What?
She's like, I can tell you went golfing today.
Go, I'm wearing a golf shirt?
Well, no, Sadie can tell because you taste like golf course.
Tastes like salt. Right, Sadie? What? Sadie? Okay.
Yes, but you taste like salt anytime you eat salty food.
Okay.
Are French fries vegan?
Can I drink? Yes.
Okay.
Is this open? I've opened one of these. I thought I did. Oh, well. I don't know. Do you want to say goodbye, Sadie?
Bye, Sadie.
What do you want to do?
I got goobers running around, but...
What do you want to do? Sadie, what's that behind us?
I don't know. Some weird dude.
That's at the Luxor. Yeah, I know that big e-sports arena?
Yes.
That's sports arena right there.
Okay. Yeah, that's... When they first built that, a lot of people laughed. Says, it'll never take off.
Well, I mean, it's a bunch of kids going to Vegas, so they don't have a lot to do besides that.
That's right.
Sadie, what do you think of it? Sadie, hey, come over here.
Not much. There's not any dog people there.
You want to go? Oh, who's that? Who's that? Okay.
Go there.
Go ahead.
Okay.
That was
Sadie got her 60 seconds of fame.
I haven't had Nala on in a while. So I talked about what's behind me.
So what's behind me? Well, I'm Funguy, the entertainer, right?
Oh, I get it now. You're a fun guy. And that's a bunch of fungi behind fungi.
We have had something interesting happen in the last, well, we're going to say in not the last 5 days, but in 5 straight days last week, earlier in the week.
Dorian made a visit to you. He left Florida. He left
the East Coast.
And
even though he turned out into the ocean, he actually made it to Wisconsin somehow because during 5 days in Delavan, Wisconsin, at least in my part of Delavan, Wisconsin, we got 16 inches of rain.
16 inches of rain.
Yes.
16 inches of rain. If we had 16 inches of rain, Vegas would be underwater.
Yes. Well, I kind of was underwater.
Yeah, pictures?
Yes, I do, and I'm going to see if I can
bring them up and then share.
There's the share. Oh, wait. Nope, that didn't work. Let's try this.
Nope.
Share this, right?
All right, there's the share. You've started sharing your screen. There's your pictures. All right, now make them full screen.
Uh-huh.
You know, you should have made them full screen first and then just shared that.
Well, that probably would have been smart. Now, is it there?
No, because you're sharing the screen. So unshare.
Okay.
Share that screen.
See what happens when I try to learn something new?
Or not.
Now, how do I get it to shrink? I can't find the corners.
Well, can't find the corners of what?
That's why.
You got to unshare first.
Yes, I did that.
Okay, now you unshared.
Right.
Now go ahead and share just that open window.
See, Steve does all the fancy sharing stuff, not me.
That's because Scott does all the cool editing stuff, not me.
All right, let's try this. How's that?
Oh, there it is. Oh, dude.
All right.
That's water.
This is my back door. Water is actually starting. This is the very beginning. This is the very beginning of it coming in my house. Okay?
Oh, man, you got wood stairs. That sucks.
Yes, we got wood stairs.
So it comes down that, onto the carpet, and then to the wood stairs.
Yes. So now I'm trying to It should be able to go to the next.
No, you just got to open next picture. You didn't open them all.
Oh, man. I got to learn some new stuff.
Just
Wait,
click
see all photos. What does that do?
I don't know.
Did it change on your screen?
Yeah, welcome back to photos.
Great. All right, now I just got to get rid of all this. So
I don't know what you're doing. Oh, you unshared again.
yes, I did. So
You're good at this.
all right, folks. If you want a good laugh, come and watch me learn how to use the sharing screen.
I'll use a computer.
Well, I'm usually pretty decent with a computer, but okay. So, oh, I love this.
What's this?
There we go.
What are you doing? So for those of you who are on the podcast, you're going to have to switch over to YouTube to see these pictures. I will try to describe them. But the last one was Scott's back door. It's a small glass door, and there was water all behind the glass, and then it started pouring through the door onto his tile floor where he had wood stairs.
One of the things that's frustrating me is it's automatically opening up the gigantic size pictures instead of the size I want. So I've just figured out how to move them.
You don't not open the pictures. It's the first problem.
Oh, it's a good thing I love you, man.
See, later on, we're going to talk about Mom Truths, which is a live show I just went and saw. They actually got started by doing YouTube videos and Instagram. They're only 3 or 4 minutes long, and they are way more popular than us. But they only got like 60,000 subscribers on YouTube. But they started a cult thing. We'll talk more about them in a bit. But yeah.
Okay, I have to ask you one more question. You told me to open up all the pictures, which I did, but now I want to go to share, it's showing me each individual picture instead of the
because you didn't open them all together. So I don't know what you're going to do at this point. Just share one of your screens and then put the pictures up on that screen.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, what is that?
That is about 20 minutes later when the water was pouring in so fast, I couldn't keep up with it with the shop vac. I mean, there's no way to keep up with it.
No, I meant the robot dog with the glowing eyes.
Oh, that is cool. That's Scooby. That's cool. But you see, I actually had to make a homemade barricade in front of the doors to keep the water from coming in.
What, you just throw a bunch of sheets down in front of it?
No, those are plastic bags with blankets and towels in them that we saturated the blankets and towels to hold the bags down. Man. It actually worked.
Yeah,
but,
it will work.
You know, right now, that water is 3 inches taller than the bottom of the door.
That's crazy.
Yes. So
show more pictures.
I'm kind of curious if I close this, it just stops sharing though, doesn't it?
Close sharing,
I have to share again. All right. Now, here's what's kind of interesting. When I first went out and I created, does it show up now?
Yeah, you got a bucket.
Okay. When I first went out there and put that sandbags down there, I took a picture of the amount of water. That bucket is 8 inches deep. That bucket was empty before the rain started. So
really?
Yes. So that's 3.5 inches of rain at this point, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we were only supposed to get an inch or less. That's what they predicted, an inch or less.
Okay.
All right.
So you got a little more.
Yes. So.
Oh man, you keep on sharing.
When I got up the next morning, when I got up the next morning, that's how much rain we had actually gotten. A total of 5 inches of rain overnight.
But it stopped raining.
It
5
did.
inches of rain. That's crazy.
Right. Now here's what's even crazier yet. This is 9 o'clock in the morning the following morning. That picture I took earlier was at 1:30 in the morning. Take a look at my patio. It is dry.
Right.
How the hell did all the water that was in my yard just disappear by the time I woke up after pouring in my house?
Black hole? Wormhole?
It just completely freaked me out. Now I got one more picture to show. Oops. We'll do this one. Again, this is 1:30 in the morning when I took this picture. That water is up past my ankles already at this point.
I don't know if I'd be standing in that water.
I had no choice. That's how I had to block off my door.
That's funny. You got a farmer's tan.
Yes, I do.
So our average rainfall for the whole state of Nevada yearly?
Yearly, yes.
Is 9.63 inches.
Yes. So in 1 week, we way blew that away.
So you got more in 1 week than we get a whole year. That's crazy, dude.
So now here's what's even crazier yet. According to the weather news in Milwaukee, our area only got 9 point some odd inches. But I kept track of everything, and the only thing I could think of is I was told by a couple people that the readings are being done at Lake Lawn Resort, which is really only 2.5 miles away. Okay. But we think it's because we're in a little bit of a valley here that when the storms come, we get dumped on more.
Well, not only dumped on more, but just like here, if you're in the valley, water rolls downhill.
Yes. But the water rolling downhill wouldn't have filled the bucket. And I measured that bucket every day at the rain, and the least amount we ever got in one day was 4 inches.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
So when you add it all up, it was 16 plus inches of rain in 5 days.
No, thank you.
Yep. Pretty impressive. Thank you,
that,
Dorian. It wasn't really Dorian, by the way, folks. Because Dorian really honestly never came into Wisconsin.
She never came to Wisconsin. Or he never came. We just like to say stupid stuff like that.
Yes, we do. Hey, you know what else is stupid?
Breaking a world record for Guinness, which you love when people do that.
I love it, but why do you say it like it's beer?
What do you mean beer?
Guinness. Guinness. Ooh, sounds like beer.
It is Guinness, isn't it?
I don't know.
That's the only way I associate it. Guinness.
Yeah, I do too. But
make a car bomb.
Just the inflection that you put in the word really sounds like you're saying, "I want a Guinness. Give me a beer."
I do. I do want a Guinness. I do want a Guinness, and I want to drop a Jägermeister in it, make a car bomb.
Ooh, cool beans.
Good.
Anyway, right, so how big is the world's largest hula hoop?
I have no idea. Do you know?
I do not. So let's look it up real quick.
Are you serious? You didn't have it in there ready to go?
Well, no, I didn't. I just told you. Well, our people don't realize this, but even though we're finally slowing down in our business for the end of the year here, I'm still putting in 8-hour days on Sunday.
Oh, okay. 17 feet, 1/4 inches in diameter.
Wow. That's really freaking big.
But she's only got to spin it around her body 3 times.
Yeah, but what does it take? Like 10 minutes each time?
Well, yeah, because she's got to get it going. She's got to get it spinning, and it can't touch the ground when she's spinning it during those 3 loops.
This thing is absolutely massive.
Well, it's the size of the road. I mean, 7 feet. So she gets out. She gets out at an intersection, and she spins this thing around her. But the funny part is she's got to wear a flak jacket.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing.
She gets bruised from this thing hitting her.
Yep. Well, everybody
does.
Yes. Offhand, I would say from looking at this picture, it's 3 times thicker in diameter than a standard hula hoop.
Well, the funny part is, she goes, "Oh, I thought I'd do this because, my family's a circus family. I've been retired for a while." She's a rigger for one of the circ shows. And so she doesn't perform anymore. But one of the coworkers says, your family did all this, hula hoop stuff. The guy who broke it just broke it, and he only got to spin it 3 times. It's only you can do a bigger one than that. So her father has a Guinness World Record for the seven-man high perch, where you go 7 guys high.
Pyramid.
They jump on no, a perch.
Well,
and the guy jumps on the
perch pyramid act.
Well, no, it's not a pyramid though. He jumps on a teeter board, and the guy does a flip up onto the perch, 7-man high, and they're all standing on top of each other, not in a pyramid. Not in a pyramid formation. It's standing on shoulders.
That is also impressive.
So that's that. But the guy jumps and he goes 7, the 7th person up. Does a flip and lands on
we
top.
should get in on that. We'd both be really good at that.
And then her older sister has the world's record for the most hula hoops spun.
Yeah. When I was 12 or 13 years old, I tried to do the record when I was a kid, doing the most.
Did you really?
I had 14.
That's pretty good. Oh, yes. My God. Talk.
So it was kind of cool because I had them on my arms, I had them around my middle, and I had 2 little ones on my feet.
That's cool.
Technically my ankles. So it was interesting because we were trying to break a record. I didn't even come close because I got them all going for less than 3 seconds. Before,
you got to do 3 spins.
Yeah. So, but I did get them all going with 14. That was pretty cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
So, what else we got today?
What else we got today?
Mr. Cotter.
Pick me.
Do you remember the story we did about the Russian sailor with the message in a bottle?
We do those all the time. That's why I thought this next story was going to be really good, because there's always messages in bottles, and they're always, found it 60 years later, 80 years later, found it 160 years later. Well, fortunately for this next message in the bottle, it was found same day.
Yeah, very fortunately, because if not, they'd be dead already.
Yeah. So this is the weird part. I don't understand. So the hikers, a group of hikers wanted to hike to the top of a waterfall and then rappel down to their friends who would be waiting for them in boats at the bottom.
Right.
Okay. So it's the Pfeiffer Big Sur State Park in California.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, it used to be your backyard. I remember.
So they go up and they're there, but they can't. It took them more than 2 days to hike there, and they're carrying 50-pound packs. So they got food and supplies and all.
Right.
And it's 40-foot high rock slides straight down to the sides.
Right.
So the water currents were super strong and stuff like that, so they couldn't rappel down. It was too dangerous because the volume of water coming over the side, you couldn't get out far enough to where the water wouldn't drown you while you were rappelling down.
Yes.
So they couldn't do that, right? But they couldn't figure out how to get down, so they couldn't rappel down. Why didn't they just hike back?
If they had a 50-pound packs, by the time they got there, it should have used up close to some of the weight. So another hike back should have been still 2 days.
Right. So they could have hiked back, number one.
Yeah.
Number two is, where are their friends at the bottom going, I wonder where they're at?
Well.
Right, they were supposed to pick them up. So what they did was they started with a stick, and they engraved in the stick, and they put help on the stick. They carved into the stick and threw that over the waterfall. Nobody found that. Then this is the weird part. It says they found a water bottle up there. Like all the stuff they were carrying, they didn't have a water bottle?
Right.
So.
Well, not necessarily, because we never carried water bottles. We carried canteens.
Well, then throw it in a canteen. But they scratched help into the water bottle. And then fortunately, the wife or somebody had a notepad there for a guest check. And she put the date on there. And she goes, "We are stuck here at the waterfall. Get help, please." We are stuck here at the waterfall. Get help, please. So they put that in and they throw it over. Two hikers find it. They turn it in. The hikers leave. But then the California Highway Patrol sends their rescue helicopter up there and finds them and saves them.
Yay!
So good thing this water bottle wasn't found 50 years
later. Now, they did have a big pack, so I think they would have been fine.
I just think it's funny. They just didn't hike back down.
Yes, I concur.
I'm like,
because now you just use emergency resources for a non-life-threatening situation.
Well, apparently it was life-threatening because they weren't smart enough to hike back down.
Well, okay. You and I think, might have the same instance on this. It's survival of the fittest. Maybe it would have been better.
My wife and I had that conversation the other night. A natural selection.
Yes. I mean, if you're too stupid to figure out how to hike back the exact same way you just got there.
We need to do a show on natural selection. We need to come up, which we will get to when I talk about Mom Truths. Like I said, I'm quite jealous of Mom Truths because of their popularity and their niche, and it's a niche we can't fill.
No.
But they're doing live shows.
You tried the stupid dad jokes, and we had one whopping person go, "Hey, these are funny." One.
Well,
really?
Yeah, but they're good. I'm going to make it on America's Got Talent once I start doing my open mic nights and stuff like that. I'll be like the unknown comic, or Stephen Wright. Stephen Wright.
People like, who's the unknown comic? And then the dude with the paper bag on his head.
Murray Langston. Look him up. So yeah, very, very cool from the Gong Show. But yeah, look it up and see what it is. But we'll get back into that. But yeah, we'll get to the Mom Truth after Scott's genuine positivity message. So, excuse me, man, I'm stuck in a bunch of air today. Genuine positivity message is about football season because football season is going, and the Bears suck.
We've had that conversation before. There's a whole song about the Bears sucking for a reason.
Yeah.
Now, I should mention this. Earlier today,
They won.
Yeah, they actually won today. Earlier today, we went to Hernandez Mexican Restaurant for lunch because I have to work on my birthday. So,
happy birthday! I forgot to tell you about that. Yeah. So, this show airs after your birthday.
It does. So we were in there, and they were doing the Packer game, and some Bears fans came in. It's kind of funny. They turned around like they're going to walk out.
Well, why wouldn't they? It's a Packers ball.
Well, then they turned around and said, just kidding. So that was pretty funny.
No, just kidding. Yeah. Like teams that are sucking right now, the Dolphins, right? They've lost both their games. Broncos have lost both their games. Bengals and the Steelers, thank you. I'm going there for Halloween. They better start winning games. Freaking 0-2. The Colts are 1-1, even without having a quarterback. The Jaguars, 0-2. I mean, come on. Really?
Really?
I mean, already?
All right. Now let's officially start the Genuine Positivity message.
Right, where's the NFC? Oh, here's the NFC. I got to take a look at the NFC first. Cowboys are 2-0. Can you believe that? Redskins 0-2. Giants 0-2. Bears 1-1. Vikings 1-1. Panthers. Big whiner Panthers 0-2. But the Packers are 2-0.
Yep.
All right. So football genuine positive message after I give you all the standings.
It is football season. Football season is the time of the year that fans support their teams and deride their opponents. A good-natured rivalry is healthy and makes being a fan more fun. Boy, I can't talk today. But when the game is over, just like the players, you should shake the hands of your opponent and say, good game. For that's what it was, a game.
That's right. And you weren't playing it.
That's
I know
right.
You're the 12th fan and all that good stuff, for you Seattle Seahawks. Number 12.
What was the Whoopi Goldberg movie where she was a basketball fan up in the stands? She ended up being the coach for the day, and then they ended up making her the coach.
I don't know.
Do you remember that movie?
I do. Whoopi, B-A-S-K-E-T.
Because it's kind of funny. All fans have a thought that they know what needs to be done.
Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie, that's it. Really a good movie.
Chauffeur Edwina Eddie Franklin Whoopi goes fanatical about the New York Knicks basketball team. After she wins a contest to be their honorary assistant coach, Eddie so impressed the team's owner, Frank Langella, that he fires the head coach, John Bailey Dennis Farina, and replaces him with Eddie. She is instrumental in turning the floundering team around just in time to make the playoffs.
Ooh.
Faced the Charlotte Hornets, now led by the former Knicks coach. Ooh.
So every once in a while, you hear about a coach that the fans think is so bad that they all say, I could do a better job of that. The problem is, really, you probably can't.
So you know what other famous person was in Eddie?
Oh, there were a couple of famous people in that one that it's been too long since I've
I'll
seen.
give you a hint.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Which president was it?
Donald Trump.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, Donald Trump was there. It's a New York thing,
Yeah, it sort of makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Steve's been alluding to it since the beginning of the show. Yes, it's time for Mom Truths.
Yeah, did you get to see any of the videos?
I did not. I literally got back pretty much right when you messaged me.
You could have been watching them. So it's a couple of moms. They're out of Canada or the East Coast. I think they're out of Canada. All their websites are .ca. So it's Cat and Nat, Mom Truths. And I wanted to go see it because I thought they'd be funny. And I was right. They were funny. But I kept comparing them to you and I. And I need you to watch it so you can be more like Nat. You can be more like Nat.
Okay. Is she technologically savvy and knows how to share on her screen better than I do?
I doubt that.
Okay.
I doubt that. So they swear a lot more than us. They say the F word.
Okay.
Repeatedly, and they flip people off. But their whole niche is like, hey, being imperfect as a mom is being a good mom, right? And
That
they
makes
talk about
sense
things,
to me.
and and they're funny, which I was glad they were. I was hoping they were. But in the beginning, they drink a lot too. They drink a lot of champagne on their show. So we need to drink more on our show. So we need to drink more and swear. But we got to find a niche. See, their niche is mom. So we can't be like the mom spokesmen because
Right.
believe us on that.
You could be a dad, but to the best of my knowledge, I cannot.
Unfortunately, being a man and mansplaining, the mansplaining show, I don't think would be
No.
I don't think that would be a very popular niche. Although
it might with a certain segment of the population.
Yeah, we could do a mansplaining show. And I could show my breasts and rub my breasts like they did a lot.
Okay.
Which I'm not sure why the other moms like that.
They show them too, or they just rub them?
They just rub them a lot.
Okay,
she does show her cooch though, but she's got Spanx on. So she's like, look, I'm wearing a short skirt, but it's okay. Look. So the first thing is, talk about blowjobs and stuff like that.
Okay.
And the first thing is she's taking champagne and she's shaking it and she's drinking it and spitting it all over. So I actually posted on Instagram because they're famous on Instagram. I posted on Instagram. So go to whathappened.world, get to my Instagram and check it out, see if they respond back. And I actually put it at their thing. And I go, wow, thank you guys for talking about blowjobs. That was very enlightening. At least we know Kat spits. So I got the video of her spitting. But while they're in the second half of their show spraying champagne around, I'm like, oh, my God, they shouldn't do that. Someone's going to slip and fall in the champagne.
Right.
So I should have been videotaping. After saying that, I should have been videotaping because guess what happened?
Somebody slipped and fell. Woohoo!
Kat went down, and she went down hard.
Ooh.
I mean, the look on her face was like, oh, my God, I can't believe I did that. And then she even goes, God, well, somebody's got that on video. I was like, oh, it could have been me. I knew it. Dang it. But, yeah, so it was pretty funny. But, they've got a good little niche. They've only got 67,000 subscribers on YouTube. So it's not like, million or anything like that.
Right. But it's more than we have.
And they're doing live shows, and they're touring, and they wrote a book, and they've got a game, and they got merchandise. They did a little necklace. So, yeah, go ahead and watch their videos a little bit and be more like Nat. But it's pretty funny because I was looking at the two of them, and I was like, we're just as funny as them. And just what I'm following. And they bring male strippers up on stage for the women.
Yes. Well, I kind of figured as much.
Maybe we should
we could be their male strippers.
We could bring some female strippers in for the men on our show.
Okay. I suppose. I actually know a few.
I do too.
With the party bus business, I am at the clubs frequently.
Right.
Make friends.
We could bring them out, let them be on video. That'd be fun.
They appreciate that I don't, drool on them.
Yeah, that's gross. Drooling on people.
It really is.
Drooling and spitting on people.
Some people like it, but what you're doing it for money is just a job.
But yeah, so the live show was pretty good. But I mean, they're funny. But yeah, I'm like, come on, man. Why did they have somebody help them, or are they just that smart on their own? So I'm just pissed.
Good question. Yeah.
Just pissed because I'm jealous. I want to be famous like Kat and Nat.
Well,
because we're just
starting next week after the Funguy concert, things really calm down here. So I'm going to take an hour or two and watch a couple of their shows.
Yeah, we'll watch their shows, but figure out how to get us. I mean, our webpage is just as good as their webpage.
Yes.
So,
can you make that noise again?
Yeah, so catty.
Make that noise again.
Which one? I don't know.
No, the first one, the one that sounded like.
I have no idea.
All right. I was going to say, because that sounds like that implement in your kitchen.
No.
Yes.
I have no idea.
Your Icemaker.
Oh, yeah. So.
Doesn't it sort of make that noise too?
That was your segue?
Well, sure, because we know how great your Icemaker makes.
You could have done anything about, wow, man, you're really cold towards them women or something, anything. Wow.
But you're not cold towards them. You're hot and drooling on them.
Everybody comment down there. Make a better segue from Kat and Nat to me talking about my Icemaker than Scott just made, which could be like almost anything. Look out. Here comes the Titanic. I think we're going to hit an iceberg. Anything would have been better than I don't even understand Scott's segue.
Well, that's because you didn't understand what I was trying to get to in the first place. You don't pay attention to yourself, let alone me.
A segue should lean. Well, you need to be more assertive. Peggy goes, but you just talk over him anyways. I go, because he lets me. She goes, that's because he's polite. I'm like, hey, this is a show. This is no time to be polite.
Kind of true. I am mostly polite. Don't get me wrong. There are times where I can be impolite.
There's no time to be polite. This is an entertainment show.
So back to the wonderful Icemaker that has not been working for how long now?
I don't know. How many shows have we done this for? 2 months?
At least.
So, okay. So let's recap up to this point. 6 visits. Visit 1. I answered, whose comment was that on the Icemaker? He knew that the Icemaker had to be below freezing for it to work.
Xanderman. And thank you, Xanderman, for commenting.
Yeah, so thank you for that. But I'm like, I knew it was frozen because all the stuff in there is frozen. Okay, hello. Yes. So, so the guy shows up and he goes, "Oh, your Icemaker isn't working because you're
not below 0.
Because you're not below 0, so it's not cold enough to make ice." So he cranks it all the way up, right? So then it doesn't work, and he comes back and he goes, "Well, the problem is the water's probably frozen in the line because your ice box is too cold."
Right, yeah, because he turned it that way. Yes, that makes perfect sense.
Okay. So then the guy comes back again, time 3, rips everything apart, puts the new dispenser part in, didn't fix it. Goes away, comes back, changes out the water valve. Now it's working. Yay! It works till it'll hold 35 cups of ice, but at 20 cups of ice, it stopped working, right? So it just stopped. So I call, he comes back. The water valve stopped working again. Time number 4. Comes back, switches out the valve for a second time. Time number 5, supposed to be there between 1 and 5, calls me at 11 o'clock, so I'll be there in 20 minutes. I'm not home. Nobody's home. So he puts on the ticket, went there, customer wasn't there, waited 10 minutes and left. So then I called.
By the way, that's called covering his ass. So
then I call up and go, "Hey, I need the ice guy to come back out." And they go, "Oh, he hasn't released the ticket. He says that this, and this." I go, "Well, yeah, it's the 5th time he's been out, and it's still not fixed. So could we send somebody who knows what they're doing?" Well, we got to get him to come back because we can't do it till he releases the ticket. So I call him back. He's like, "No, it was canceled." So I call them back. They go, "No, it wasn't canceled." So they call him, leave a message. I call him, leave a message. So finally, 2 weeks later, he comes back out again. "Well, I took it all apart and I started the valve again, and the water was coming out the bottom, but it's not coming out the top. So your ice machine, your freezer is too cold, and the water's frozen in the line, so you're going to have to unplug it and let the whole thing defrost." I'm like, no. So we turn it all the way down, back to like the lowest setting, and guess what? It's made ice again that much. It hasn't made 20 yet, but it made that. So we'll see if it keeps working, but it's not fixed yet. Six trips out, and still no. I'm like, no.
Don't they have a lemon law out there?
I at this point, I don't even know. It's just so frustrating. I don't even have more days off of work to be there for it. They got to come on Saturdays at this point.
Yep. Which they get paid extra money for.
Yeah. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
We're at 33, and I want to do some justice on this next story.
Okay.
So I am going to move that to the next show.
Okay.
And we are going to go right into our phrase origin story.
We can do that.
Because it's really good, and I got a lot of stuff on this thing, but yeah, we'll do it the next show.
I don't have a problem with that.
So going back to what this was not with the Icemaker guy. Good game. Hey, good game. Good game.
Yes. Our
good
phrase
game.
origin story is good game.
Good game.
So a phrase uttered by those brought up with good sportsmanship, which is an aspiration or ethos that a sport or activity will be enjoyed for its own sake.
Yeah, good game. Even though the game probably
proper
sucked.
consideration for fairness, ethics, respect, and a sense of fellowship with one's competitors. A sore loser refers to one who does not take defeat well, whereas a good sports means being a good winner as well as being a good loser.
Just remember, second place is what, Scott? The first loser.
That comes from a movie, doesn't it?
I don't know.
It sounds familiar. That's where I was trying to go with it with the movie.
I'm sure it's been before other stuff than that.
Yes.
Oh, you know what we need to do? I need to do that. I don't know if I can find it. Let me see if I can find this picture really quick. I probably won't be able to do it.
Okay, well, while you're looking at that, one of the things that the reason I chose this particular phrase, good game, was there is a huge thing on social media saying that because gamers in general, when they have fights and stuff like that, they say good fight or good game.
Right.
But people who are massacring their opponents are telling the opponents good game, and it makes their opponent feel like they're being snide or condescending or just trying to rub it in. And it's like, really, if you have good sportsmanship, you should have good sportsmanship, period.
So let me see if I get this up.
Did you find it?
I don't like the way, I found it.
Good, I talked long enough. Yay.
I'm not sure how to get it there. So I'm going to bring up a bunch of these pictures.
Okay.
Share.
Are you going to share?
Yeah, I'm going to share.
The proper way?
Well, no, because I can't. I don't want to download the picture.
Because you can't get it to work the way, right?
Well, I can. I just can't do it quickly. So here's a bunch of them. Ready? Okay.
Oh, I know what I should have done. I should have done it as a. I know what to do next time. Got it.
Good for you. So did I share the right thing?
There is an I in team.
Right. See it right there in the A?
Yep.
Right. So everybody lied to you. Unfortunately, it's hidden in the A-hole.
Yeah.
I do love that.
That is actually pretty good shirt.
Right.
You know.
Do you see the one to the left of it, though?
Wait a minute. I need to look at this. I really do. You know, I just might have to buy that shirt. That is freaking awesome.
It is good, right? There is an I in team. It's just hidden in the A-hole. Yeah, but there is a U in cunt. So with that, I want to say thank you for watching.
Oh, my God. And I'm sure you now think our show is a bad life decision.
That's right. So please subscribe, watch our other shows and channels. Go down to whathappened.world. Go down there, whathappened.world. Check out my Instagram so we can see if Kat and Nat, the Mom's Truths, respond to my latest post at their show calling Kat a spitter when she's talking about blowjobs. And we'll see what's happening. But go out and find Funguy the Entertainer cooks for you. That's him. You can tell by all the fungi around him. And with that, I want you to live every day, and we'll see you at the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.